Life. Life isn't a smooth ride. It's not just a straight line, no. It's a constant back and forth of highs and lows, wins and losses, struggles and triumphs. And you know what? That's okay. It's part of what makes life so meaningful. Without challenges, it's not really living. It's just existing. And you were never meant to just exist. You were meant to grow. Don't settle for existing. Don't just get by. No. You've got to show up. Every single day you've got to take action, and you've got to attack the hard stuff. You see, there are going to be times when you fail, times when you fall short. Things won't go as planned. And yes, you will feel like giving up. And guess what? That's fine. It's okay to feel that way. But if you stay in the struggle, if you keep pushing, you will win. Even when you lose, you're still winning. Why? Because you're learning, you're growing. And the next time you face something tough, you will be better prepared for it. It's easy to get comfortable. Oh, it's so easy. It's easy to think, I'll just coast. I'll just take it easy today. But guess what? Coasting gets you nowhere. You've got to push through the hard stuff. I'm telling you, struggle sucks. It's painful. It's frustrating. But if you change how you see it, if you reframe it in your mind, you'll realize that struggle is part of the process. It's a stepping stone to your growth. And if you want freedom in your life, real freedom, you need disarming yourself. You've got to get comfortable with discomfort. I'm talking about getting comfortable with doing the things you don't want to do. Every single day you have a choice. A choice. You can let the excuses win. You can let the lazy side of you take over, or you can own your actions. You can push through. You can rise above the excuses. When things don't go right, when you fail, don't point the finger. Don't blame your boss. Don't blame your family. Don't blame your circumstances. No, own it. When you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm responsible for where I'm at right now, that's when things start changing. That's the core of extreme ownership. It's realizing that everything in your life, your finances, your health, your relationships, all of it is on you. It all comes down to this: your ability to do what's hard. Life isn't about avoiding difficulty, it's about attacking it. You might fail, you might succeed, but one thing's for sure: you'll get better. The person you are today is not the same person you'll be tomorrow. If you keep going, if you keep improving, if you stay disciplined, that's how growth happens. Think about it. If you want freedom, if you want to live the life you've always dreamed of, you've got to pay the price. You've got to face the hard work, the challenges, the discomforts. You've got to stare them down and say, I'm coming for you. And you know what? Sometimes it's going to suck. It's going to hurt. But guess what? That's life. It's not all smooth sailing. It's a mixture of good and bad, of success and failure. Yeah, it hurts, it's uncomfortable, but you know what? It's also empowering. Because once you own it, you can change it. It's in your hands. So stop waiting. Stop waiting for something outside of you to magically get better. Let's talk about discipline. You know, if you lack discipline, you'll end up shackled to bad habits, poor health, and financial stress. If you don't work hard, if you don't save your money, if you don't invest in yourself, guess what? You'll remain stuck. But if you embrace discipline, that's when freedom opens up to you. That's when you'll have the freedom to make choices, the freedom to control your time, the freedom to live your life on your own terms. Yeah, it hurts, it's uncomfortable, but you know what? It's also empowering. Because once you own it, you can change it. It's in your hands. So stop waiting. Stop waiting for something outside of you to magically get better. Let's talk about discipline. You know, if you lack discipline, you'll end up shackled to bad habits, poor health, and financial stress. If you don't work hard, if you don't save your money, if you don't invest in yourself, guess what? You'll remain stuck. But if you embrace discipline, that's when freedom opens up to you. That's when you'll have the freedom to make choices, the freedom to control your time, the freedom to live your life on your own terms. Let me tell you something. The most successful people don't let challenges stop them. They don't. They take ownership, they push through, they keep moving forward no matter what. It doesn't matter how hard it gets, it doesn't matter how many times they fall. What matters is that they never stop. Here's the bottom line. If you want something, if you want to live the life you've always dreamed of, you have to make it happen. Don't wait for things to change. Change them yourself. Take action. Don't let excuses hold you back. Don't let fear stop you. And don't wait for the perfect moment. Because guess what? That moment doesn't exist. Start now. Own it. Push through the struggle. It won't be easy, it's going to be tough. But guess what? You are tougher. And as long as you keep moving forward, no matter what, you're going to come out on top. So, what are you going to do today? The key is this: don't let the bad moments control you. Emotions are going to come. They will. You'll feel doubt. You'll feel frustration. You'll feel sadness. And that's okay. Feel it. Let yourself feel it. But don't let those emotions dictate your actions. Don't let your feelings make your decisions for you. When you're angry, when you're frustrated, when you're sad, feel it. But don't let it stop you. Don't let it control your forward momentum. The world doesn't owe you a thing, but you owe it to yourself to show up, to move forward, to take control of your life. Life's not going to hand you what you want on a silver platter. It's going to challenge you over and over and over again. So the question is, how are you going to respond?